guys are doing very, very well. Today, I was going to do a DVD tapping video, but it is only with my Stephen King movies. So all of these are based off of Stephen King books. I know some of his movies he writes the screenplays for, but I don't know if any of these and or which ones he wrote the screenplays for. But I hope you guys enjoy some of these movies I haven't even seen. But let's go ahead and get started. The first one I think I've shown in a video previously. This is a 3-pack, but only one of the movies is actually from a Stephen King book, and that would be Graveyard Shift. But it also has April Fool's Day and Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. I have seen both of these movies, but not Graveyard Shift, funny enough. So to be honest with you, I have no idea what this is about. It is my goal to watch all of the ones that I have not seen. Maybe that'll be my next movie kick that I'm in. You know, I was in a Saw movie kick and the others. Now I guess maybe that'll be Stephen King. I can only assume that it takes place at a graveyard. It says, "There's a new reason to fear the dark." Interesting. Next is, I think, my last multi-pack. This has 2 Stephen King movies, and then it also has Swamp Thing and The Return of the Living Dead. I haven't seen either of these movies, but I have seen both of these movies. I haven't seen Carrie in a long while. But we have Carrie and we have Misery. Now, Carrie, she's supposed to be like the unpopular, weird looking girl, and she looks like a perfectly normal person. But she's like the outcast at her high school, and of course the other students bully her, and her mom is kind of, and she isn't very nice to Carrie. But Carrie has some abilities. And of course the infamous prom scene that is on the cover. And Misery, this girl is like obsessed with this writer, I believe, and she like kidnaps him or something, and I think she like forces him to write a book, like to write a sequel or something of a book that she really liked, or to rewrite it or something. It's also been a little bit since I've watched this movie. And I know that there is a show called Castle Rock that is kind of like a prequel to Misery. I don't know how much they stuck to the story of Misery, finish that show. Like, I don't know if that, like, is really her backstory. I don't really know. Next we have Needful Things. I have seen this, but to be honest, the only thing I remember about it is like everyone in the town is like weird. This takes place in Castle Rock. I remember not liking this movie very much. The town of Castle Rock just made a deal with the devil. Now it's time to pay. Yeah, I can't really tell you too much what that's about. Next, we have The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Now, I do believe that Stephen King did not like this version of The Shining. I know there are two different versions. I believe one was kind of like a TV miniseries, and then there is, of course, this one. But basically, a family of 3 move in to look after this hotel for the winter. And the husband here, he gets a little aggressive. And maybe the hotel isn't so normal. And the son has special abilities, and he's only like 5 or something, maybe even younger, 4. But they call it Shining, his special abilities. So that's why the movie is called The Shining. And I think they used one of the characters from that movie in the new Welcome to Derry It TV show. Next is probably my favorite thing that Stephen King has ever come out with. This is Nightmare and Dreamscapes. This is 8 mind-bending stories. This is so good. I love almost all of the stories in this. If you guys are into like Twilight Zone or Fear Itself, this is among that genre. And I think it is really good. Does it have the episode names on here? No, I don't think so. I don't remember what my favorite episode, what the name of it is, but they go to a diner. And it is so good. A bunch of older rock stars and musicians are there. And it's very good. Yeah, if you guys are interested in a new show to watch, you should check this out. It's super good. Fear Itself as well is also amazing. I think Fear itself is really slept on. It's so good. I think like pretty much every episode of Fear itself is amazing. And there was only ever one season of it. And that's terrible. And it's perfect because there's a Halloween episode of it. And there's also a New Year's episode. Shame they didn't do a Christmas episode, but Tales from the Dark Side is also good if you like things like that. Next, we have the original It. This is the only It I enjoy. It has been a while since I've seen it. Once they, like, become adults, I really don't remember what happens in the story. I don't know. I think the original Pennywise, him being like realistically goofy, but also realistically scary. I think that's what makes it scary for me. I don't really like the use of all the CGI for the new It. It's just like my personal preference. I'm not really into that It as much. I'm also not scared of clowns in general. And I don't know, I think I don't know. The new it just lacks something for me. But if you like it, if you like the new Pennywise better, that's your opinion, and that's totally fine. I know people get in debates about it, but like whoever you like, it's just who you like, you know. But I do want to rewatch this. I don't even remember the last time I watched that was. Probably like 10 years ago. Been quite a while. This is a movie I also do not like. This is Silver Bullet. I believe this is also a 4th of July movie and a Halloween movie. So I believe I've shown this before on the channel. But I think this movie is quite boring. I'm not really into werewolf movies. It takes like a really good werewolf movie for me to like werewolf movies. I really don't remember anything about this movie besides for the fact that it is a werewolf movie. What's it say on the bottom here? When darkness falls, terror rises. Next, we have kind of this like cheesy movie. This is Creepshow. This is a bunch of different little stories. And I think most of them are bad. Okay. They're not great. 75 cents. What a steal. I think one of them has to do with aliens. That's about all I've got. I think I've seen this movie like twice too, but I just can never seem to remember anything about it. this is a vampire movie. Now, I can't remember if the entire movie takes place at an airport, or if it's just the beginning. It's also been like 10 years since I've seen this movie. I do remember it being good. And kind of like a unique twist on a vampire movie. And he looks quite cool. Evil has a flight plan. Startling, non-stop horror. And the shadow of the plane looks like a bat. I always forget that this is a Stephen King book. Next, we have Pet Sematary. I also don't think that this is a very good movie. It's kind of like a different take on your classic zombie. Because I think like they come back, but like they aren't right and they're like super aggressive. Why did they do that with Stephen King's name? Oh, I hate that. What was the point? Now, I remember the kid in this being rough to watch. Like the acting being really bad, but I don't know, it's been a while, so maybe that's not true. And next we have Cujo. I don't like this movie either because I've never liked this movie. I watched this like, I don't know, like 15 years ago or something. And I never liked the way that they treated the dog. So Cujo's about this rabid dog, and he traps this mother and son in a car and like terrorizes them because the poor guy got rabies. Fun fact, I actually had to get rabies shots before. I wouldn't recommend. I got bit by a bat, so I'm basically a vampire. That's how that works. Totally. movies too much where they have like real animals, unless they're just like there to sit and be cute. You know, like if you have a cat sitting on a couch or something and you film it, that's fine. But like when you're trying to make them do like stunts and I don't know, be mean to it and stuff, I don't know, it makes me feel weird. I know that like some animals are really well trained and they can do that stuff, but I don't know. I feel like they can't understand. They can't possibly understand what's going on. You know? Next is a movie I've literally been wanting to watch for like 5 years. This is The Green Mile with Tom Hanks. I have seen this before, but it's like a fever dream memory of this. I watched this when I was really sick with the flu, and I have no idea anything. All I remember from it is like a basement and bees. I don't even know if that's in the movie, but a basement and bees is possibly in this. And the man in overalls. That's all I remember. It's like 3+ hours long. So I haven't committed to watching it yet. But I really do want to watch it. I do think I'll rewatch the Stephen King movies that I want to rewatch, and I'll watch all the ones I haven't. And I'll report back what I think about the movies as I'm watching them. Do you know my progress? From the director of The Shawshank Redemption. I didn't know that. Next, we have The Stand. Now, I believe this was also a mini-series that they maybe cut down into movie format. All I remember of this movie is a church. I think there was a church in it. And they all get together for like a meeting or something. It's also really long. Like 3 hours or longer. It's also not great. I think Rob Lowe is in it. Or maybe I made that up. Maybe not. Who is in this movie? I can't really read the cast. Rob Lowe is in it. And Molly Ringwald is also in it. The girl from Pretty in Pink. And 16 Candles. John Hughes really was into Molly Ringwald for his movies. Breakfast Club. And I swear I'll never hear the end of it. In one of my previous videos, when I was talking about James Spader, I accidentally said that James Spader was in The Breakfast Club when I meant Pretty in Pink. Guys, they're both John Hughes movies. I got them mixed up. Leave me alone. It was a mistake. guys' favorite Stephen King movie or book. If you would also like to say book, compare the movies to the books. Let me know. Let me know what you think of the movies compared to the books. If you've read any of the books, I've only read like 1.5 Stephen King books so far. I've read like half The Shining, and I don't know if it's called like 1922, 1822. It's something 22, I think, unless it's not. I'll put whatever it is up here. But I hope you guys enjoy